To induct Foo Fighters, Paul McCartney.
Hello, hello, hello. Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. Wow, how cool is this show? Excellent, excellent. So, me, a teenage kid in Liverpool, just an ordinary kid going to school like everybody else, and then one day I heard some music and I fell into rock and roll. Suddenly the world changed and I just felt like through a hole in time, and suddenly I was in rock and roll. About the same time in his life, Dave did the same kind of thing. He's in rock and roll, and it's going to be his life. It's going to take over everything. And it's so magical. Everyone who knows, everyone who's connected with it, everyone who loves rock and roll, it really is a magical thing that contains so many elements, like all the people we've heard tonight. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So when that happened, and I fell into rock and roll, I joined a group. And my group was the Beatles. Dave did a similar kind of thing. He joined a group, Nirvana. And we had a great time with our groups, but then eventually, tragedy happened, and my group broke up. Same happened with Dave. His group broke up under tragic circumstances. And so then the question is, what do you do now? In my case, I thought, well, I'll make an album where I play all the instruments myself. Dave's group broke up. What's he doing? He makes an album where he plays all the instruments himself. Do you think this guy's stalking me? Anyway, I'm gonna name my new group, and I call them Wings. Yeah. Dave's got the same problem, and he's got to think of a name for the group, so he comes up with Foo Fighters. I was just saying to them in the dressing room, guys, this is it. You're here in Cleveland, and tonight you're gonna be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I mean, it's not just any Hall of Fame, it's the fucking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Come on. Woo-hoo. This band is one of the greatest rock and roll bands in the world. Okay, let's rock and roll the film.
There were some people that really resented me for starting this band. How dare you start another band? They asked me, like, why did you decide to carry on and make music that sounds like Nirvana? And I said, because that's what I do. I was in that band, and like, that's what I do. What, you want me to fucking make a reggae record?
When we first started this band, Pat and I had been playing in Nirvana, and when Kurt passed away, nobody could imagine playing music ever again, really. And then I realized, like, oh wait, there's healing in music. Maybe that's what's gonna make me feel better.
I decided that I was gonna take my favorite songs that I'd written over the last 4 or 5 years and record them at a studio down the street from my house.
I'd play the drums first, then play guitar over it, play another guitar, play bass over it, and then you do the vocals. And that's when it gets hard. That's when it's scary.
At the end of the week, I had 13 or 14 songs on a cassette, and it sounded good. And I started thinking, I won't put my name on it. People will imagine it's just a band. They won't know that it's the guy from Nirvana. There was a band in Seattle called Sunny Day Real Estate, and they were breaking up.
My band was falling apart at about the same time that Dave found himself without a band. Dave just goes, "You want to be in the band?" And I was like, hell yeah, that sounds great.
The first time we played with each other, that's when I kind of knew, like, oh my God. You know, I'd sat in studios and heard it in front of me, but feeling it behind you is so different.
Dave brings up that he wants to have a second guitar player, and he thinks it should be Pat Smear, who I knew from him having played in Nirvana and having been in the Germs.
Pat is from this legendary punk rock band called the Germs that we all grew up listening to. There was no one more badass than the Germs. Germs didn't give a fuck. The first tour that we did, we played 6 shows a week, and Foo Fighters were making, I think, $500 a night.
As the tour was going on, the venues were getting bigger, and it started having that really nice but weird sort of pressure.
Making their television debut, ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters.
Visiting is good. Seems that all I ever wanted was a brother.
The Foos go full throttle every time. There's this intense sense of play, and it's infectious.
It's pure, unadulterated rock and roll. It's emotional, it's melodic, it's rage. It's just fun, like it just makes you feel good.
There were some songs that we just started writing and throwing into the set.
We're gonna do a song that we wrote 3 days ago. My hero.
I heard Foo Fighters' drummer has left the band.
Around that time, Taylor was playing drums with Alanis Morissette, and she was blowing up.
I called Dave myself, and I said, I'm your drummer. You know, Alanis is a solo act, and this is a band, and I love your band, and I want to play hard rock.
Taylor's in that John Bonham school of drummer. Not the persnickety stuff, but the basic fundamental where every time it sounds very important.
Taylor has the toughest job because he's the drummer in a band that includes the greatest drummer alive. And he's got technique that Dave only dreams about.
So now Taylor's in the band. Right when we're about to go out and start our tour, like, Pat quits the band.
Pat says, I gotta leave the band.
What?
I'm like, why?
I don't want to go out on another bazillion show tour. I'm older and I'm lazier.
We had to have open auditions for a guitar player.
We wound up in this rehearsal space, and I just remember the line of guitar players.
The phone rang, and it was Dave and Taylor, and they said, all right, you know, you got the gig. We start rehearsing tomorrow. Say goodbye to your friends. You're not going to see anybody for the next year.
When you get tapped to be the lead electric guitar player for one of the biggest rock bands, that's daunting. Those crowds, they come hungry, and you gotta feed them the riffs.
You can't deny how much they love it. The heart is there, and the heart is at the very center of what makes rock and roll rock and roll.
Sometimes things have come out of spontaneous jams, and then sometimes things get built. All My Life was something that you had just had that little riff, and we just built it.
It's one of those where you go, why didn't I think of that? It's just one note. One note, dude, and it builds so much tension.
All My Life, we just have to play.
Good or bad show doesn't matter. Like, when you get to that part of the set, it always goes bananas.
These guys burn. They're like comets on stage, and they make you feel like the show wouldn't be good if you weren't there.
Most Foo Fighters songs are written on an acoustic guitar.
The band is 4 people, but we have this extended lineup when we do these acoustic shows. We have Pat Smear, our original guitar player. He's back.
Watching the Foo Fighters play live, it's like you can hear each member. You can hear what they have to say through their instrument.
Hey, you guys, that's Rami Jaffe playing piano. Look at that guy right there.
The contribution that everyone makes is the reason why the band sounds like the band. I'll do demo tapes where I'll play the drums and I'll play bass, but then when the band gets together, it sounds completely different.
Part
Part of the sound of the Foo Fighters is a lot of guitars. We argue about it every time we mix a record because I always want the drums louder.
Chris has a really sharp and clean sense of melodic playing. I'm the guy that plays the rhythm sort of straight up the middle. And then over here, there's Pat, and it's like when Pat puts on a guitar, it just goes. All of those things, if they're balanced, it sounds like the Foo Fighters.
We're sort of the underdogs because we've always been a little bit outside of cool, and I'm proud of that.
There will probably always, to some extent, be that feeling of like, this could all end tomorrow.
Like, I've had people say in interviews, what is it like to be a rock star? And I'm like, I'm not a rock star, I'm a musician.
I go to work and I just fucking laugh all day and play great music.
It's a privilege as much as a job. I'm an adult that plays in a rock band.
Everything could ever feel this real forever. If anything could ever be this good, oh yeah. Only thing I'll ever ask of you, gotta promise I'll stop when I say.
That first cassette made in 5 fucking days or whatever. And here we are. It's just like, whoa.
How the fuck did this band get this fucking big? Can you tell me that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Foo Fighters!
I've got another confession to make. I'm your fool. Everyone's got the chains to break, holding you. Were you born to resist or be of use? We still won't get in the best of you. We still won't get in the best of you. motherfuckers over here singing. Sing it loud, ready? One more time, I'll sing it with you, ready? There goes my hero, he's ordinary. All right, now, let's do a little dance. Ready? All right. Hello, I've waited here for you. Everlong. Tonight, I've thrown myself into you. And out of the red, out of the head, she said, come on! Calm down and race away with me. Down with me. Slow how you wanted it to be. Over my head, out of the head. Here we go! And I wonder when I sing along with you, sing it! If everything could ever feel this real forever. If anything could ever be this good again. Only thing I'll ever ask of you, gotta promise not to stop when I say you will. She said, breathe out so I can breathe you in and hold you in. And now I know you've always been here. Out of your head, all right. And I wonder when I sing along with you, if everything would ever feel this real forever. If anything could ever be this good again. One thing I'll ever ask of you, gotta promise not to stop when I say you will. She said. One more time. One more time. Here we go. Here it goes. And I want to sing it again. If everything could ever feel this real forever. If anything could ever be this good again. Only thing I'll ever ask of
Well, goddamn, this is huge. And a long way from the party hall and the Hoedown Center. And the road from there to here was a long one and required the assistance of some people that I would like to thank briefly. Kate, my love, you're my heart. Noah, Cormac, Una, and Neve. Jason Cobb, my original partner in musical crime, I miss you, man, and this is for you. Jeff Templeton and Claire Van Herk. And these weirdos, the honor of my life has been playing music with them for the last 20 plus years. Thank you.
First, I'd like to thank Dave, because none of this shit would happen if it wasn't for Dave. So thank you for letting me be in your band. I want to thank Sam, our management, John Silva, and your badass team for making us a shit ton of money. Thank you. I want to thank my beautiful wife, my beautiful children, my beautiful wife, Allison, Shane Hawkins, Annabelle Hawkins, Everly Hawkins. I love you guys so much. I'd like to share this award with a couple bands that I'd like to see get in there someday, too. I'd like to see George Michael in there one day. Love that. I'd like to see Jane's Addiction in there. I'd really like that. I'd like to see Soundgarden in there. I'd really like that. And thanks, everyone.
I'd like to thank 5 people. And you're looking at them right now. Make it 6.
All right, I gotta thank my mom and my dad and my brother Mike and my brother Scott and my brother Steve-O and my beautiful wife Cara and our beautiful boys Liam, Eamon, and Dashel. And I gotta say a big thanks to every single person I ever played in a band with. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I'd never been ready in August of 1999 when I got the chance to try out for my favorite band, the Foo Fighters.
Okay. God, I'm trying to talk. Wanna just talk? Rebecca Scarlett, I love you. Scarlett, maybe for your snow-go shelf or something. I will thank the Germs, the Adolescents, 45 Grave, Twisted Roots, Vagina Dentata, Celebrity Skin, Nirvana, and most of all, that motherfucker Dave Grohl, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you 3 ladies over there. Thank you. That's all.
First of all, what's up, Ohio? I was born here. What about that? I'm usually the guy that talks too much. I didn't prepare any sort of speech because I figured that I'd make it short because the last 25 years has been me just like blah, 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 rock and roll, blah, 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 rock and roll, blah, blah. So I would like to say that the best thing about being here tonight is being surrounded by our family. And when I say that, I mean, if anybody knows how the Foo Fighters work, the people that we're with and we've worked with, it's been 20, 25, 30 years, and we stick together like a family. And I think that's important, because then you're doing it together, not just because it's work, but because you love each other. And so there's a whole section over here of our extended family for the last 25, 30 years that I have to thank. But I also have to thank my beautiful family, who without my beautiful family, I would not be as happy as I am. So I love you guys so much, and thank you very much for... And I have to thank these people, because we wouldn't be here tonight if it weren't for each one of these Foo Fighters, and we did it. Thank you all very much for hanging out with us for the last 26 years. Thank you. And you know what? I didn't say it in my speech, but listen, I never took lessons to learn how to play music. You know what I had? I had a Beatles songbook, a Beatles record, and a record player. And so everything I learned about rock and roll was from this man right here. He's my music teacher right there. That's it.
Do you want to get back?
Let's get back. Come on, let's get back.
Get back. Thank you, Foo Fighters.